morning and welcome to Cover 2 Cook. We're on episode 186. There's some breaking news coming out of the Giants facility as a head coach might be getting signed there. And then we got to talk about the playoff games this weekend as there's 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. So we're going to talk about who we think is going to win those games. And then we're finishing with the last 4-bet weekend for Tim's best bet. Can he go 4-0? It'd be the first time this year if he can do it. I think it's the weekend, so let's see what he's got. So let's get it started.
Yeah, I was going to do a vertical jump there. Thank you, Sox.
Travel been to Indiana, and did Cover 2 Cook get you a good hotel?
Indiana? No, I'm in Louisiana. I'm here for Mardi Gras.
I know that this might be hard, but I don't know how much you remember Friday night since we left you damn near when you fell asleep.
I got my belly full, man. I was like, I warm covers and warm. I was like, I could go to sleep right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack Dorsey.
Final answer?
Yes. All right.
This is going to be a long fucking day.
Welcome back to Cover 2 Cook. We're on episode 186. I'm here with Anthony and Tim, and we do have the division playoffs happening this weekend. But before we get into those talks, we have some breaking news with John Harbaugh. He signed with the Giants as their new head coach. Let's hear about it. Anthony, what do you think?
I think this is great. I think it's great for him and great for the Giants. And why I say it's great for him is because now it's make or break. You're not going to sit around in Baltimore for years like he did in Baltimore being like mediocre. They're going to want winning now. So we're going to find out how good of a coach he truly is in this Big Apple media central of football. It sounded like the Giants wanted him and he wanted the Giants. There was already talks before he even got let go of the Ravens, which I don't know what conclusion or whatever collusion the definition is, but I feel like that's the definition of that. But I think this is good. Jackson Dart was a part of the bringing him to the Giants, which you got to when he's the face of the Giants right now. I don't see him moving on from the Giants. But, yeah, John Harbaugh going there. Now we got to see all the other pillars fall down as the other HUD coaching positions are open, but one already down. The biggest question, though, excuse me, is who do you bring in as an offense coordinator? Because I heard someone today, Diana Root, whatever her name is, Diana. She said, you know who would be a good addition to the Giants offense coordinator? Brian Dable. He would be a great offensive coordinator. Well, they can't bring him on because they just fired him as a head coach. But yeah, I'll be interested to see who John Harbaugh brings as his offensive and defense coordinator for the Giants.
Well, and I agree with you. I think having Jackson Dart as he had a good rookie debut year, like I think that's a good position for a head coach to step in or an offensive coordinator to step in and have a good fresh start. If you go to the Steelers right now, you got to find somebody.
Yeah.
Tim, what do you think about this news? Did you see Giants on his radar?
I kind of did because this is a world-class organization. They've been a kind of a dumpster fire in the last 10 to 15 years. You went through the Joe Judge year. You went Brian Dable. I mean, he got you to a playoff, but that was all right. They have not been relevant since Tom Coughlin was their head coach, really. And I heard a stat today, Anthony, and Lisa, that they've won the Super Bowl in the 80s, the 90s, the aughts, and the 10s. They still got a shot at winning in the 20s. I think it's going to be late 20s, maybe 28, 29. But I think they have a great nucleus. You're going to have Malik Neighbors. You've got your quarterback in Jackson Dart. You maybe go out and get it right. But the defense is good. I think the defense is not bad. They've got some good pieces. I just think they were getting wasted with whatever was going on. It was a hot mess there. I think John Marin, the owner, finally got it right. I think they've got there's a lot of Giants fans that I've seen out of the New York market that really love this. They think that they can be relevant, and they're like you said, they want to be in the playoffs next year.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. Just like when Sean Payton got hired in Denver. I mean, that first year they struggled, but then they made the playoffs. Now they're a number 1 seed. So it can't happen. And I don't know if you're saying the Brian Dable. Yeah, that might be kind of fresh. But I'll tell you one thing. Vance Joseph was the head coach in Denver Where's he at now? He's in Denver as the DC. So it could happen. Will the chances? Probably not likely since it's still kind of fresh and new. But yeah, I think they've got an excellent shot at this. And then in that NFC East,
Yep.
you got Washington. Your quarterback's coming off an injury. Philadelphia, they're going to have a new OC, and you got Dallas. I mean, they got a shot. They got a shot to make the playoffs next year. I wouldn't be shocked. I think he's going to bring the right culture in there. I think he's going to bring in his right team, whether it be OCs and DCs. I think it only can go up. It can only go up for the Giants.
Well, and think about it too. You said Malik Neighbors, you said Jackson, but they got Cam Scatterboo.
No, I even forgot about that guy too. Yes,
and defensive wise, they got good. Abdul Carter plays for them. Like
Dexter Lawrence,
yes.
Plays for them. They've got good. Maybe you go out and get some pieces in the secondary, but they're a contender. I think he'll get the right mindset for them players. Yeah. He is a well-oiled machine. He was at Baltimore for 18 years. He specialized on defense, which they definitely need help on, is the defense, because I think the offense will be fine once they get Neighbors back and Scatterboo. The only thing is that they're going to be coming off an injury. You don't know what you're going to get. But still, this is in that division in NFC, yeah.
Yeah. And I think he's a player's coach. And what I mean by that is, he definitely tends to the players as well. And so I think that's what you need when you have a young nucleus like they have with offensive and defensive weapons. So, yeah, this is a good addition for the Giants.
I agree.
I just don't think it's going to end the way Harbaugh thinks he's going to end. I'm going to throw that out there. And the other coach that I'm going to see that's going to get signed pretty soon too, I'm throwing this one out there, maybe a little bit of a foretelling. I think Brian Flores gets a job with the Steelers. I think Brian Flores, because of the way he just made the Minnesota Vikings defense look over these past couple of years, that's exactly what the Steelers want. Hard nose, hard to play against. Brian Flores might be the new Steelers coach. I'm just saying that, not heard anything. Right. That would be a good addition for them.
The only thing that I would kind of push back on is Brian's a little bit older. They like the younger coaches, where it was Chuck Noll. He was really young. Bill Cowher was really young. And so wasn't Mike Tomlin. He was in his 30s when he got hired there. So they like young coaches.
Yeah,
that's
but Brian Flores, maybe late 30s, early 40s.
I think he's older. I think he's older than that.
I'll have to look that up at the end. But yeah.
Well, and I will say, I knew you guys forgot about Cam, but both Cam and Neighbors, they're going to be ready and healthy by the start of the year.
I would assume because they both got injured about halfway through the season. I think Neighbors got injured in the 4th or 5th week because I had him in my fantasy. Yeah, so I think, and then I think you still get a year grace period with the team that he's got. Yeah. If they're competitive, you got to figure the bar is. What they win 3 games this year? 4? Jesus, if they go 8-9 or 9-8, hell, that's a hell of an improvement. As long as you can see improvement from that team, I don't think the fan base will care.
No, I don't believe that.
Second year, yes, but the first year, I think you got to show improvement. I think you got to remember that those two are pretty good players. So
yeah, but I think there's high expectations day one. I don't think he's gonna. You say grace period. I don't know if he'll get that much of a grace. Gotcha. It's New York. They don't want to lose.
Yeah, and they've been losing for too long.
Yeah.
Well, and like you both said, they have a young team right now, a young quarterback, a running back, and a wide receiver in the defense. So, it should be a quick turnaround, you would think. But
we'll find out how good of a coach he is.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's move over to our playoffs this weekend. Tim, you have the first game, correct?
Yes, my team, Denver, plays at home against Buffalo, coming off the bye. For Buffalo, they got to stay ahead of the sticks. They can't get in second and third longs. Because this Denver's pass rush they'll get after you. Get the ball to Cook in the passing game. I don't know much of the running game, but the passing game, because that run defense is really good against for Denver. The sustained drives, keep Denver's offense off the field. Use the running plays as well with Cook and Ray Davis and all of them. For Denver, score early. You got to put pressure on Josh Allen. I can almost think of his name. Bo Nix, use your legs. He hasn't hardly used them this year. I think he's going to have to. And lastly, convert opportunities in the red zone. No field goals, boys. Score touchdowns. Get on them early and hard, and don't let up. because they have known to come back. Ask the New England Patriots at home. So who I think I will let you all know all 4 games at the end
Yes.
of the podcast.
So we don't even have to ask him because we know it's at the end.
Nope.
No, but you're absolutely right about those Bills. They have no quit in them. So if you are going to root for the Broncos, you need them to play all 4 quarters all the way to the end.
Yep.
Okay, Anthony, well, what do you think about this game?
I think it comes down to the 2 quarterbacks, Bo Nix, Josh Allen. Josh Allen threw the team on his back last week to win that game. Okay, can he do it again? Because he's going to have to. He doesn't have those star wide receivers like he's used to. So can he get them? But, oh, wait, they have is it Surtain? Oh, wait, they have that Moss. They have people that can shut down wide receivers. Can they shut down Josh Allen? I think it's the biggest part with Josh Allen. Keep him in the pocket. Don't let his feet do getting out to running and stuff like that. On the other side, is Bo Nix ready for this moment? Right. Is he ready for it? Because if he's not, they need to move on. They have a team right now to go make a Super Bowl run. It always comes down to Bo Nix. My winner in this game, I'm going with Buffalo Bills. I know I really want Denver to win for your sake. I truly do. Right. I just don't trust them. To play 4 quarters, that's what you have to do in the playoffs. They have not done that at all this year. Maybe 1 game, 2 games where they played good 4 quarters. I think Buffalo, and we'll see too with these buys. I think we got a little taste of that college football. It kind of always makes me nervous, but I like Buffalo win this game.
Yeah, well, this is Tim's first game into after we decided who we think is going to be in the Super Bowl. He picked the Broncos and the Seahawks, but they both had a 1-round bye already. So
yep.
He's going to have that nervous energy, especially with his team being in it. So I will say I think there's a lot of excitement with that. I think there's a lot of heart in Denver.
Yeah.
No, but I'm going to flip it on you, Anthony. I think the Broncos are going to pull this one out.
Yeah, that home field advantage might be a lot. Yeah. But they're used to cold in Buffalo.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Anthony, well, take me into your first must-watch game this weekend.
Yes, Saturday night, 49ers versus Seahawks. Now, these teams have faced off twice in 3 weeks. If you remember a couple weeks ago, they were playing for that number 1 spot where the Seahawks would win. But they've also played each other the first week of the year where the 49ers won. Well, that 49ers team is a whole lot different than it was week 1. Seahawks are coming off a bye while 49ers defense stepped up against the Eagles offense last week. That for a defense that's injury riddled. So who do we need to focus on in this game? 2 things for the Seahawks. Defense. Can the defense get after the 49ers? That defense has been great all year. Is it a good playoff team? Is it a good playoff defense? We will find out in this game because that offense for 49ers has not slowed down. I don't care if they lose the whole team or whatever. They find a way to score. For the Seahawks as well, Sam Darnold. Big games, big moments, he has not stepped up for. Can he step up in these moments like this? He will have to with the 49ers defense. 49ers, what do they need to focus on? Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey. That is it. Because George Kittle ain't playing. He's got his tequila after the game. He ain't playing. I don't know if Pearsall's playing. I don't know who's playing for them. But it's Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy's got to take care of the ball. They give that Seahawks a ball, that 12th man will get loud. One little interesting thing about this game is about Fred Warner. So it gives you a little tingling feeling when a man has been told he will not play the rest of the year. He goes, number 1 seed, division rival, an opportunity to go to the NFC Championship. How the hell do I get on the field? He is saying it's not science. It's not grit. I will do anything I can to get on the field. I don't want to get hurt, but I want to play for this game. I say hell yeah to that, brother. I want Fred Warner to play in this game because I think it changes that whole defense. I think it changes the 49ers. And that's why I am picking the Seahawks to win this game. I think the Seahawks win it. I think Sam Darnold shows up this game. I don't know if he'll show up in the rest of the playoffs, but I think he shows up in this game. I think the Seahawks win.
Interesting. I am on the opposite foot with you so far because I think the 49ers are going to clap back and take back this game. I think they want it more than the Seahawks do.
It's a big point spread. For this one,
It's 7. It's 7.
that's a lot for this game.
It is a lot.
Yeah. Where are you leaning towards, Tim?
No. He's picking up the
Yeah,
end.
but I will give. I think it's going to be what Purdy can do. What can he do against that pretty good defense? They got to get to him early. I mean, San Francisco's got to get on them early. If they let that 12th man back in it, it won't be. But is Sam the dude or the dude?
Yeah,
we're going to find out.
Yep. All right. Well, Tim, you got another game to talk about. Let's hear it.
Houston versus New England. This is the 2:00 game on Sunday for Houston. They need Stroud to produce, make plays, and carry the offense. On defense, that front D line, they have to generate pressure against Drake May, and Drake May's not win against a defense like this all year. For New England, the offense has to be smarter with the ball. Avoid turnovers. You can't have the turnovers like you did last week, because I think Houston will take advantage of it. And because their defense is really good on defense, get to Stroud, especially Milton Williams. He was the guy that got to Herbert quite often last Sunday, because the pass rush for the Texans is not good. One last thing, the turnover battle. You can't have the turnovers like you did, like I just said. I think this is going to be a good game. I don't know. This is going to be a good game. I'll let you know at the end.
Well, I can tell you hands down, I'm rooting for the Texans. They're my team. Let's go. Let's see it. I want to see those defenses create turnovers. What do you think, Anthony?
I think we've been hearing about Drake May all year. That's the MVP. That's MVP. Well, when Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter are on the edges coming after you, we're going to find out how much he really loves football. Because I think you said the Texans' pass rush isn't good. I think they're very good. They're the best. So I will say this right now. They scored 13 points against a good Chargers defense. Now you're going against a great defense. So what are you going to score? 7? 6? So all the Texans have to do is score 10 points to win this game. I like those options. Even if Nico Collins doesn't play, because I haven't heard whether he's playing or not in this game, I still like the Texans in this one. And I will tell you right now, if we get a Texans-Denver, two great defenses like that, that's old school football right there for you. No matter how many rules they want to change to make it an offensive game, that's what wins you championships. I like the Texans to win this game.
Okay, we're aligned. I can tell you for this next game, we definitely won't be.
Yep.
So, Anthony, get into it.
Yes, Rams versus Bears. Sunday night, the cardiac Bears. They win games in the fourth quarter. Why you got the pretty boy LA Rams? Sean McVay looks too handsome. Matt Stafford's way too handsome for these guys. Well, guess what? This game is going to be cold. Single digits for this weekend. I'm not leaving the house. Ain't nobody else going to want to leave the house, but those Bears fans are going to be there, and they're going to be loud. Bears coming off of a win versus the Packers. Pretty much a last-second win for them, while the Rams had to come off a last-second drive to beat the Panthers. So both teams had to pull it out to win this, or to get to this game. So who do we need to focus on for the Rams? Stafford and the D-line. Stafford, known for dome and LA weather. Okay, yes, but he did play in the NFC North, where he's played at Chicago before. He's played in Lambeau. He's played in these cold games, so he should be used to it, right? It's been a while. Wait, it wasn't that long ago that last year they were playing the Eagles in the playoffs where it snowed and everything like that. It was a cold game. He still had a pretty darn good game there. The D-line for the Rams has to be a factor in this game. They have to get pressure on Caleb Williams. When you get pressure on Caleb Williams, you make him run out of the pocket. He's got to throw off a right leg, falling back, make him make that play every down, because I don't think he can do it. And also keep Caleb contained. Just like we just talked about Josh Allen, keep him in the pocket. Let his arm beat you, because I think he could do it, but I don't know if he can. If he can get his feet involved, that's when the game gets out of hand. On the Bears side, who to focus on? Caleb Williams and the Bears secondary. Caleb Williams has to have more urgency. I also think he needs to check his emotions a little bit. I love a passionate quarterback, but when we're yelling and cursing out players on the sideline, that is not good morale. I know we expect to win, but we have to have the mentality that the next play is the best play for us. Bears secondary will have to go against Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, and about 5 tight ends that the Rams have. Their secondary has to get turnovers, has to cause chaos. If they don't, like they didn't really against the Packers, this will be a very long game for the Bears. I got another interesting thing about this game. The Bears and Rams have played each other in the playoffs before. Let's go back to 1985 NFC Championship game. It was played in 1986 because the year had changed, but that year, a cold game, just like this one's going to be. You had Bill Murray on the sideline getting excited for them. The Bears would win 24-0 in a dominating fashion. Defense crazy good. So with that being said, does history repeat itself? I don't think so. I think the Rams win this game. I think they win it actually pretty well. I think the Bears put a lot of effort into beating the Packers last week. It's a quick turnaround. I think the Rams get them on this game.
Well, I disagree with everything you said.
Yeah. I know you would, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I think LA is used to sunny and 75, and it is going to be single digits and possible flurries on Sunday. So totally different temperatures there. I think Caleb Williams is going to be quick on his feet. He's going to be scrappy. He's going to make anything happen. So you can let him run all you want, but he's scrappy. And then when it comes to the defense, let's not forget, I feel like in the beginning of the season, we talked about how solid the Bears defense can be. So it's not that it's not good. It'll get there. May take them to the fourth quarter, but they'll get there. So I got the Bears, the Texans and Bears for me. What do you think, Tim?
We're going to have to make a little friendly wager after this because we got a lot against each other, and I think we need to have a little fun with this one.
I agree. I think the key to this game is Jalen Johnson. They've got to get pressure on Stafford. They've got to get pressure on him because if they let him stand back in that pocket and let him take all day to throw, them quarterbacks cannot keep up with Nacua, Devontae Adams, and even Kyron Williams. You know, you're going to have Kyron Williams coming out of the backfield too as well, catching passes. So if he gets all day, it could be a long day for the Bears. It really could. So they've got to get pressure on Stafford. Caleb has got to just keep doing what he's doing. I think they should use the running attack a little bit more with Monangai and Swift, and then that'll open up for Caleb. But like I said, if they don't get pressure with Stafford, they let him sit back there, just sit back there. I don't give a shit how cold it is there. He'll tear them apart.
Yeah, and let's also remember these are like grown-ass adults. These aren't just like high school kids.
Right.
They know what cold. They know how to prepare for cold. So let's chill out on that. And also, Jaden Reed and Romeo Doubs torched the Bears for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Those guys aren't even in the same atmosphere as Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. So it could be a 35 points in the first half, and then you can't come back like that in the fourth quarter. Yeah, so you know what? Right. I'll take that all day. We'll do a little friendly little wager on this one.
Yeah, because McVay won't let up. No. He'll hammer you. He is known for he'll just run up the score. He'll put a 50 burger on you if you don't watch him.
Well, and let's also remember Sean McVay is pretty good friends with Matt LaFleur.
Oh, I saw that. That was
and so maybe a little insider notes, cliff notes kind of situation going on there too. But Matt LaFleur lost.
About don't expect a handshake from Ben Johnson when you lose.
Well, and LaFleur, he lost twice. So whatever notes he's going to give, maybe he goes on the opposite of that one. So,
right.
All right. Well, let's move over to Tim's best bets. Now we got all 4 games talked about. Which way are you leaning?
Okay, the Buffalo-Denver, the 2:00 game on Saturday. Strength versus strength. Josh Allen versus a really good defense. Josh Allen proved last week he can go on the road and win. But this defense is elite. With a shaky receiving core that he's got going on, I think that will be the difference. Give me the Broncos and the money line. I'm not betting against them. I'm sorry, I can't.
No,
I got to bet on them. And this went from a 1.5 points spread in favor of Buffalo to a 1.5 point spread favored by Denver. I don't know how the hell they figured that out, but this team scares me. I'm telling you right now, that scares me. Bo Nick's going to have to have a hell of a game, but I'm going to take the Broncos and the money line. 49ers and Seahawks, the road team has covered the spread in 7 of the last 8 games between the two teams, while the favorite has covered the spread in 7 of the last 8 games between each other at Seattle. We should be in for another great game. They know each other really well because they played in the same division. So we might see some trickery on each side. I like the Seahawks in the 7.5. Texas and Patriots. Texas have won of the last 10 games, while the Patriots have won the last 8 divisional round games. Drake May has not seen the pressure he's going to see on Sunday. My concern is C.J. Stroud and the Texans offense, which committed 3 turnovers against a Steelers defense. These are 2 young quarterbacks, but I like the Texans defense and the 3 points.
Yep.
Rams and Bears. The Bears team feels special this year, and it's supposed to be one of the coldest games in NFL history. But the number is 3.5, and it's a pure betting math here. Based on the fact that the Bears don't die, and the Rams teams let teams play around like they did Carolina last week, just shows me that I like the Bears and the 3.5.
Now, I have a question. Do you like the Bears to win or just to get the points?
I think they can cover. I don't know if they can win.
Yes. Okay.
I think they can cover.
Yeah, I agree with that one. 7.5. 7.5 for that Seahawks game is a lot when they only beat them by 3 like a couple weeks ago.
I know. Against Sam Darnold, which is,
yeah.
Like I said, is he going to be the dude or the dud?
All right. Well, that is episode 186. Kind of a quick one, but Sunday's episode that we're going to record next for Monday will be a longer episode as we're going to recap these 4 games. Plus, we have to talk about the national championship. We've waited long enough. It's too long of a wait. It should have already been played by now, but we will have the preview of that as Miami and Indiana will be playing each other because I think that's going to be a lopsided victory there. So we'll talk about that. If you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as well as we post our content on there. Have a great weekend. It's supposed to be cold, right? It's supposed to be cold. Sit your ass at home. Watch your games on Saturday. Watch your games on Sunday. Get ready for Monday. And we got a lot of people have Monday off because of the national holiday. So enjoy this football because we have like 4 games left. We don't have that many left. So enjoy it while you have it. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday.